Hello, I came across this pure CSS logo and I thought I could do it with just one element. So let's see how that will work out. So first of all, we're going to have a logo right here. Now we're just going to take it and copy paste it here, and we're going to set a few things here. So first of all, we're going to set something like a padding, and this one is going to be something like 35, and we're going to set it in viewport units so that everything scales nicely. We're going to take this and also its pseudo elements before and after, and we're going to set a few things here like a padding, which is going to be this volume. We're also going to set a border radius 50% so that everything is round. We're also going to set content to nothing. We're also going to set position absolute, and we're also going to set a margin. And this margin is going to be something like offset along the y-axis, and this is by default nothing. And then we're going to have an offset along the x-axis. Okay, and we're going to set different values for these. So first of all, here I'm going to have that the offset. The offset along the x-axis is going to be calc 50 a viewport width minus this padding, and the offset along the y-axis is going to be something like 50 minus, so slightly different. Now I'm going to set a background just so that I can see stuff. Okay, and it's right there, as you can see it right in the middle. Okay, now let's go to the body and set a few things. First of all, I'm going to set opacity 0.5 here. Now I'm going to take this version of the logo and I'm going to set it as the background. So it's going to be URL. Oops. Okay. Just take this again, and I'm going to put it right in the middle, 50%, and the size, let's say it's going to be in viewport units, no repeat. Okay, I'm also going to set overflow hidden. I'm going to set margin 0. I'm going to set height. I'm going to make it full height. Okay, so yeah, it's right in the middle now. And this is a bit too big, so let's make it something like 34. More like this. It looks perfect like this. Okay, now I'm going to set a border width, and this one is going to be something like calc 0.1 times p. Okay, and now I'm going to set the border, so that's going to be solid. Now I'm going to use this border width. Okay, and here I'm going to need to subtract this border width. And let's make this something like orange, or something like that. Okay, so this looks perfect so far. Now that I've done this, I'm also going to set a box shadow. And this one is going to be a 0 for the offsets and the blur. And then I'm going to have actually a calc value, and this one is going to be something like twice the border width, and this is going to be, I don't know, line, let's say 2.1, maybe this works better, 5. Okay, this is perfect. I'm just going to leave it like this. Okay, now that I've done this, I'm going to need to set border top color transparent. Okay, and now I'm going to rotate stuff. So transform rotate 45 degrees. And now that I've done this, I'm going to take this and put it on the after with the reverse sign, so with minus. Okay, now I am done with the main element. Now I just need to do the before and the after. So for the before, my padding is going to be something like, let's say 1.5 calc, 1.5 times the border width, and my offsets, so calc, actually let's compute the ly, calc 50% minus this. Okay, let's set a background. Let's also make it line. Okay, and for the OX is going to be calc something like 20% minus that p value. Okay, let's see how this works out. You have to be kidding. Okay, so this is pretty much it for the before. For the after, I'm going to have that this p value is calc 50% plus the border width, and my OX is going to be calc minus 1 times the border width. Okay, so I have no idea why that didn't change my OX. So on the before, okay, I also have some offsets that I don't know where came from. And that's totally weird. So I think I can do something like top this and left this. Okay, so I don't complicate things with margin. That's really awkward. Okay, moving on. So now that I've done this, let's set a background on this as well. Let's see it. just so that we see this after. Okay. Okay, this is seriously awkward. So why is the top different from... Oh, because it gets inherited, that's why. So I need to inherit that thing here. So I'm just going to use percent values, and here I'm going to use OX. Okay, that worked finally. Okay, now I can move on. Now here I'm going to set a bar value, and this one is going to be a linear gradient, and it's going to have red, red, no repeat. Okay, so here I'm going to use bar, and it's going to be right in the middle, both horizontally and vertically, and the sizing is going to be the border width, and also something like, I don't know, 57%. It's more than 50%. Okay, 57% is too much. 52%, 52.5, 0.25. Okay, that works. I'm just going to leave it at this, and just take this, paste it, take this bit from here, and I'm going to reverse on the type of dimensions. This is going to be something like 60%, and this one is going to be something like 75%, and this one is going to be a lot shorter actually. It's going to be more like 12 or something. Okay, actually 60 is a bit too much, and I'm going to make it 59. Let's make something 12.25. This should do. Let's leave this at 0.25 as well. Okay. Let's make the size a bit bigger. Okay, that's good. I'm just going to leave it like that. Okay, next one is going to be pretty similar. So let's okay, this is going to be 100%. This is going to be 50% right in the middle. This one is going to be 50%, and at the top 0, and it's going to be something small. So let's say something like that. And this one is going to be something like 35. Actually a bit bigger, 35.5. Let's make this 4%, 4.5, 75. Come on. Okay, this is good. I'm just going to leave it like this. One more thing I'm going to change right here. I'm going to do something like 20.5, I think that's a bit better. Let's say 20.3. Okay, that's a bit better. Let's increase this a bit more. Okay, and that's enough for tweaks. So I'm done with tweaks. The colors here are going to be something like a foreground color, which I'm going to set immediately. I'm also going to set the border to the same color, so the same foreground color. And this is going to be my background. And yeah, I need to fix that. So this is going to be white, and my background is going to be in the color. I'm just going to pick it from here. So just take that. Okay, and it overlaps perfectly. I'm just going to take this opacity out of there. I'm going to go up to the body, and I'm going to delete this. So yeah, I have this logo and it scales nicely, as you can probably see. You're going to find a link to the whole finished demo in the description below. If you have any questions or suggestions for future videos, you can drop them in the comments or send them on Twitter. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and if you have and you want me to be able to do more stuff in the future, please consider supporting my work in one of the ways explained in the description, with a donation, by getting me something off my Amazon wishlist, or at least by sharing this to show the world what can be done with CSS these days, because I think it's pretty damn cool. In any event, thanks for watching.